So I was running trails in the Alps for about 2 weeks, and I was ready to come back to Bombay. It's amazing that with running trails, sleeping under the stars, camping, I was still missing Mumbai, and I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's the honking or whether it's the humidity or the smell of Mumbai when the plane door opens. Sometimes I think I even miss that 2-kilometer walk from where the plane parks to the immigration counter. So, for any one of you who has spent 2 weeks in the mountains, you know that when you're pretty much done, you look like a homeless person. Your hair is completely ragged, you smell, you're stinking, and the only thing you can think about is getting to a shower. So I was about to board a flight from Zurich to Bombay, and I had that look on my face that said, don't talk to me. I get onto the plane, and I'm walking through the aisle to my seat 33G. Had my hoodie on. I get to seat 33G, and I look at the person at 33H, and I have this complete sense of disbelief come over me. For the first time in 20 years of traveling, I'm sitting next to a cute girl. I didn't know what to do. I completely shake myself, put my backpack up, sit down, say hello, then zip it, and I'm going to plan my strategy. And I thought, I'm going to talk to her when the plane takes off. She can't go anywhere. Okay. And it's amazing. So the thing was, I was so exhausted that I fell asleep before the plane took off. And when I woke up, she was fast asleep. So I put a movie on, and she wakes up 45 minutes before the plane lands. So I kick into overdrive and I start chatting with her. Okay. I think the clincher was when I told her, I'm going to give you a personal tour of all the iconic properties in South Mumbai. She probably thought, cute guy, personal tour, I should go for it. So we swapped numbers. 2 weeks later, I get a message. We meet for dinner, and then we go for a drive to South Mumbai. I think she quickly realized that I don't know any iconic properties in South Mumbai. So go to a quiet bar for a quiet drink. Okay. I was conscious of the fact that I'm driving, so I kept downing water. At midnight, we start driving back. As fate would have it, on Worli Sea Face, I get stopped by the cops. 30 minutes later, I'm negotiating. I get a hefty fine, and they let me go. But being the Firang that I am, I asked them, can I have a receipt? Not because I wanted the receipt, but because I remember watching this movie, Double Jeopardy, where you can't get convicted of the same crime twice. So I thought that if I get caught, I've got proof. So the cop starts laughing at me. He says, listen, don't worry about it. If anyone stops you, you tell them vada pav. So I said, I'm going to come across like the biggest idiot ever, but I don't really have too many cards to play with. So I'm going to get in my car and start driving. Get in the car, and I go across Worli Sea Face, get onto the toll road, onto Linking Road, driving. 300 meters from my home, I get stopped again. This girl's thinking that she's going to land in jail. Okay. The cop, as I approach, I'm nervous as hell. I stop, he taps on the window. I roll down the window, and he looks at me, and I whisper, Vadapa. He's like, he says, what did you say? So I muster up a little courage, and I say, Vadapa. So he says, did you say Vadapa? I said, yeah. So he waves to his other colleagues, and they remove the barricades. Okay, and they told me, thank you very much, sir, please get home safely. So I'm like, oh my God, I've cracked the Mumbai Police Secret Code. I went home, bought some wine, put on some Sting ballads. Okay, amazing evening. 2 weeks later, I'm at Bonobo. Okay, 12 o'clock, I get a message, and my driver says, I'm not feeling well, can I go home? So I tell him, listen, leave the keys with the valet, it's okay. I get down at 2 a.m. and I'm thinking to myself, I should have walked home, I could have walked home, but for some reason I decided to drive. I get into the car, turn around KFC, 50 meters down the road, I get stopped again. But this time, I'm a little more confident because I know the Mumbai code. So I drive up a little faster, I roll down the window, and I tell him, Vada Pav. So he says, what did you say? I said, Vada Pav. He says, sir, welcome, it's nice to see you again. Can you please come to the side? So I go to the side. He says, can you get up? So I get off the car, and he looks at me and he says, I have only two things to tell you. One is you think Mumbai police are idiots. This isn't the first time you were caught. Okay? And today, no one's going to help you. The second thing is, today, it's not Vada Pav. Today, it's Idli Sambar. I have this cold shiver go down my body. You know that fear when you know that nothing's gonna save you now, you're dead. I have that. So they send me in a corner, and I'm standing there, and I'm vibrating. 4 hours later, okay, he tells me, get in your car. They gave me chai, they gave me pani, they gave me everything. 4 hours later, they tell me, listen, you can go. And just before I go, the cop comes to me and he says, we all make mistakes, but everyone deserves a second chance. And that's why I love our Mumbai police. Thanks.
I look like a stern person, and I will remain stern if you don't like, subscribe, or share our story and our channel. But if you do these things, I can be very friendly and give you a creepy friendly smile.